What's up, everybody? It's your girl Keisha Kelly once again from Black College Experience. We're doing another pop-up show. It is Monday, January 7th, or excuse me, June 7th, and we are here. Y'all see I'm all the way behind. It's Monday, June 7th, and we are going to do this pop-up show. We have a great set of guests that are coming on tonight that are from the minority baseball prospects. They're going to come on and talk to us about what they have going on, their actual program, their clinic, how this came about, who it consists of, and who it's geared toward, who is the target audience is. Now, I know they're busy. We're busy on both ends. I can see the guest. I can see him actually moving and shaking. So they're actually in the process of, the clinic is going on right now, but I don't want to delay it because I want to get this information out there for people that may not know about the actual minority baseball prospects, the founder and the members that are actually working with him. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can bring Jarrell on.
Hey, how you doing? I am on.
Okay, so y'all can see him on the move. Like I said, they probably busy.
Yeah,
So we can see you on the move. Okay, so before we start this, I want that t-shirt.
We'll send you one in the mail.
I want that t-shirt. I see Jeremy hopped on, so let me see if I can add him in there too. No. Let's see what it does. All right. Let me see if I... oh, there it is. All right. He just gave y'all smaller pictures. Sorry.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are y'all?
We doing well. Doing well.
Okay, that's so conditioned. So everybody doing well at the same time. That's so conditioned.
Well, today been a great day. Even though we had some inclement weather a little bit, but overall, man, we had a good day. We was able to take the All-Stars to the...
That I saw that. So the founder going to join, or is he on the... I saw a panel, so I think I saw something that he had going on.
We're actually hosting a panel right now. So he's getting that. He's actually getting the panel started and introducing the panelists.
Okay.
And then I'm sure he'll probably come out and jump on in a second.
That's fine, because we can always just ask y'all the questions. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay. So let's see. I'll start with you, Jeremy. Is it Beckham?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Jeremy Beckham, you're the vice president of minority baseball prospects, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so let's go into this. Tell me about your role with the actual minority baseball prospects, aside of being the VP, because I know that's the title, but tell me what that actual role entails.
Well, for me, it's about kind of getting in on the ground level.
Okay.
When Alex and I envisioned what we wanted minority baseball prospects to be, we thought about how do we put our kids on a stage, right? How do we do that? How do we do that most efficiently and streamline, being able to promote them to the country? And with that, we thought, how do we build our communities up to where they're getting more knowledge, younger kids get more knowledge, and also how do we develop their skills at a younger age, so as they grow with us, we'll be getting better players, and in turn, more minorities will be involved in the game who will be skilled enough to where we can go on and do great things. So I assist Alex with helping find players and also promoting them, but also I work kind of with coaches to do different things that way to build their knowledge base as well, so that when they go back to their given communities, they can better coach and develop their young talent.
Now, did you play college baseball?
I did. I played baseball at Georgia Southern University.
Are you from Georgia?
I am. I'm from Griffin, Georgia originally.
Stop! My sister used to live there. She just sold the house. Yes.
Oh yeah. Born and raised, and from
Griffin High School.
You said I didn't catch you.
Did you go to Griffin High School or Spalding High School?
I went to Griffin.
What?
I went to Griffin High School. I was actually I was a sophomore when the school split. So in Spalding High, when they built Spalding High, I was a sophomore, and so like half of my friends ended up going to Spalding High, and then a lot of them stayed. So, but yeah, about an hour south of Atlanta, 45 minutes to an hour south of Atlanta. Yep, that's me.
Oh, this a small world. It's a small world. You see how small the world really is. Okay, so you played. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to Jarrell. I know you started telling me more so where you played, but talk about your role with the actual company.
Okay. My role is I call myself like the Swiss Army knife. I help out in all areas, but I assist Jeremy and Alex on help locating players. I kind of, by me being from Alabama, Montgomery, originally and everything, I kind of help run the Alabama portion of the minority baseball prospects. So we scour the earth. I mean, from the south to the north, everywhere all over the world, looking for baseball players that look like us and try to promote them and get them in the right places and get them in the right stages and get them in front of the right people. And also I assist them on the youth side. And we kind of all work on that, but I kind of help them out with the youth side, with the kids, getting the kids going, keeping them motivated with playing and keeping them with the right drills and everything. So I just help them out in all areas that I can.
And where did you play college baseball?
I had 2 stops. So I played, my first stop was the junior college level. I played at Lawson State Community College. And a lot of people out there don't know there's actually HBCU Junior College. It's located in Birmingham, Alabama. I went there. And from there, I finished at Miles College. That's where I played at. So I'm a Golden Bear and a Cougar. So I wear it to the heart.
Well, I'm a Southern Jaguar, and we're going to welcome y'all to the Bluff on September 11th. Don't be surprised now. Don't be surprised, okay? Just don't be surprised.
Well, we talked about it a little bit, so y'all not gonna welcome us to the Bluff, and on my main job with the mighty Alabama State Hornets, we gonna give y'all what y'all gave us last.
Just enemy. This just enemy territory altogether. Just enemy territory altogether. So going back to this interview, and I'm assuming this was Alex's idea. How did he come up with this idea or this vision to actually form the minority baseball prospects?
We just going through it as we all played, just coming up through the ranks. You just don't see many people that look like you.
Did y'all know each other?
We did. Okay. Yeah, we knew. Alex and I knew each other from he actually was the first Black head baseball coach at my high school. The high school at Griffin High School. So once he got that job, he reached out to myself and my younger brother who played there as well. And he was also drafted. And he just asked us kind of, about the program, asked, what he could do to kind of, build it up or whatnot. So we clicked ever since then. He's very humble dude, hardworking dude. But I think so. We both grew up playing the game, and we just didn't see many Black faces or Black or brown faces as we came through the ranks. So naturally, we knew there was a need there, and our community was starving for something to help bring more minorities to the game and also help develop them and promote them. Because a lot of times we may play. But we fall through the cracks because we're not properly exposed, or we're not properly promoted. So that was I thought that we thought there was a large need, and we hope to fill that need or at least help with that gap.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the things, and even across the board, when we look at basketball, baseball, football, across the board, I think the exposure, a lot of times it fails. And even when I've done interviews with people from tennis, and a lot of people just don't understand. That's where a lot of money is in scholarships. There's a lot of scholarship money when you talk about tennis, but a lot of people just don't know about it. And so a lot of people don't do it. And it's crazy now, because even when I talk to people now, I have friends, they'll have children playing basketball or football. And a lot of times they say, I wish I'd have put my children in baseball. I wish my kids would have played baseball. I wish they would have, attempted to play baseball. And a lot of people just miss that point. And I think it's one of those sports that, if people keep investing in it and they stick to it, it's something that they can actually do well. It's something you can really do well. So I think it's a really great idea. So now it's clinic. Talk about the clinic that you guys are doing.
Well, the clinic we doing, we chose 50 of the best HBCU baseball players in the world. We put them together, and we want to expose them and get them in front of the right people. We have scouts here. We have a lot of MLB front office people here that's going to do a lot of seminars and everything with the kids tomorrow and everything. Also, with the game, today we had a youth clinic today. So we had the youth out with the players. They got a chance to spend 2.5 hours with the guys, working on drills, asking questions. Get a chance to see older players that look like them play college baseball. A lot of people don't even know. A lot of kids today don't even know a lot of these schools exist, or even that players of their color represent them at these various institutions around the world. So we've been doing that, exposing them all to that. We've been having a lot of I say good applause from the parents and all that's been around. So we just want to try to keep this going and just keep elevating, keep building it, because we want to build it. We working on the ground, doing. We want to just keep elevating it and everything. That's what we're here for.
So now you said 50 of the best players for the HBCUs, and this is always my question. I mean, I'm HBCU through and through. That's what I do. Eat, sleep, and breathe it. Mm-hmm. Why HBCU? What was the driving point, the key factor that says, okay, we need to target 50 of the best in the nation? Why HBCUs?
I think we've seen just over the years, we've seen kind of the HBCUs, baseball in general across the board. We're not getting the same numbers to HBCUs. Not only that, but I think we're not getting the same interest. And it's kind of in HBCU, the programs are kind of slowly starting to I want to say downgrade, but it's slowly start to kind of go kind of downhill, just because the interest, we don't get the same interest from kids that we used to. HBCUs used to be strong. Like, we would compete with anybody in the country. We had talent. So if the talent is out there, we just want to help streamline that talent to more HBCU schools. So that's kind of been our mission with this game. How can we promote it? How can we put them on the stage to where we get, a lot of the most talented kids that play baseball in high school to go to choose a HBCU, for their college education and athletics as well.
And so then that's going to be my next question. What do we do outside of, okay, because you have a clinic, you have a game on a Monday and a Tuesday. What other avenues are you taking to make sure that, one, this is not a one-stop shop? And I know you talked about, we'll go back. You talked about, panels and being able to talk to scouts and things of that nature. What else is going to go on for these kids to say, hey, these kids might deserve, or they might get a shot to go play pro baseball?
You go ahead with that one, Vic.
All right, give me that question one more time, please.
I know. See, that as the interviewer, I can kind of go across the board. So I'll just go back to the Major League Baseball. We'll just stay there. You said that you had like panels, you have people coming out. You said from the Major League Baseball scouts and things that's talking to these kids, correct?
Sure.
Okay. So in that aspect of you having these people come out and talk to them, and I'm assuming that they're watching them in the hopes of maybe them being drafted in the future.
Yes, sure. But also with that, we are doing webinars to where, because the reality of the matter, the fact of the matter is that everybody's not going to get that opportunity to play, to be an athlete. So it's important for us, and it's important for us to let our kids understand, let them and kind of allow them to see and hear people who are in the industry doing it in different ways. So it might not be athletically on the field, but you could be a scout. You could work in the front office. You could be in player development. So the seminar that we're doing tomorrow morning at 9:30 is led by Tyrone Brooks, who's been in professional baseball for, I don't know, 20 years or so. And he's over diversity and inclusion, but he's worn several hats over his career. But his sole priority and goal is to make sure our kids have the information they need to do internships, right? To be in the front office, to understand what is the day in the life of a scout. What does that look like, right? What does it like to be in development in a professional organization and coaching? So these are things we want to expose our kids to, because ultimately we didn't have those growing up, and we didn't have those outlets. So Major League Baseball is moving in a direction to where they're open to inclusion and diversity. We just want to make sure our kids have the knowledge base and they understand that these are opportunities that are there for them.
Okay. Yeah. And I do. And honestly, I'm thinking about it. I think somebody had, when you start to mention about the actual internships and things of that nature. And a lot of times that's what, people get ingrained in their minds, that if I'm not playing, that's it. And we forget that there are scouts, there are agents, and there are other things that you can do to be immersed in sports as well if you're not playing. So there are a lot of things that they can do. Now, let me ask you, Jarrell, what's your scouting hot spots? Like, when you're looking for these athletes, what's your hot spots? You got any hot spots, any definite places you gotta be, any definite places you say I gotta go?
Okay, high school wise, I can speak on that. I can speak on that level. Baseball wise, if I'm not looking in the Montgomery area, in my hometown and everything, it's a lot of good baseball players in the Opelika area. You have them in Millbrook area. You actually have them in the Birmingham area where we are now. You have a lot of good black minority baseball players in these areas, and where they kind of where the gap kind of happens. You have parents that get bad advice. I'm sorry, they get a lot of bad advice, and a lot of the kids and parents, baseball is, I mean, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a lot of the times in baseball, and almost, I mean, you can succeed 30% of the time and be a millionaire in baseball. A lot of people don't know that, but when you fail so much, the gap you don't get interested no more. You kind of move towards other sports that has, you know, that has a lot of more. I say, you get to see more people. You get to see basketball. You see kids today. They see a lot of basketball. They see LeBron James. They see Dwayne Wade. They see Devin Booker. They see those guys. So they want to be like those guys. They see football players. And football, as you may know, is king in the South. So if baseball not working out, you may have a football coach or that's not really baseball savvy, and they may pull JJ or CJ or whoever the case may be, and may pull them more to the football field or basketball court, and they're just pushing them away from baseball.
So what do you tell them? And this is for either one. What do y'all tell kids to keep them motivated to stay the course with baseball?
Well, ultimately, in my opinion, you have to keep the bigger picture in mind. So I just tell my guys, hey, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Every day you keep pounding on the rock. Every day you keep pounding until that one day it breaks and you get your opportunity. But you come into it with the understanding that, hey, this is a marathon. It's a tedious process. I got to stay down and work hard every day and make sure, I learn as much as I can. And representation is key too. For me, my sophomore year of high school, I went to my first college, and I was just telling Jarrell and a couple kids this earlier today. I went to my first college baseball game at Georgia Tech, and I saw Brandon Boggs in center field, black, African American, black dude starting in center field. I said, man, like, he looks like me. And that changed the trajectory of my baseball career, because I actually saw somebody that looked like me doing it at a high level on a big stage, now on a national level. So I think, you know, it's so important for what we're doing right now, building these guys up so they are those new faces, right? And they understand what the road that they had to go down to get there, and in turn, you know, they turn back and they do the same thing for kids that are coming behind them. So that for me is what it's about.
Jarrell, how do you keep them motivated?
Well, I'm different. I keep them motivated with my spirit, my free spirit. I'm kind of hard on some of my kids, so I kind of may have to, you know, touch them up a little bit, not physically or anything, but I'm just saying, far as just motivate with my mouth. I motivate them. I let them know. I try to expose them to as many as black people playing baseball as I can by taking them to games, taking them to these things like this that we're putting on, exposing them to these things and everything, and letting them see players that look like them, and keeping them motivated on, hey, you can do this. And also my motivation is that schoolwork. I mean, it's so important, because you can be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't have no grades and you have a bad attitude, you don't have good character and everything, it's not gonna happen for you. Not at all. So I kind of tell them that all the time. And also, for any young person that may be listening, anything that's watching in the future, anything, as far as your grades, go to the clearinghouse. I can't stress that enough, man. You have to take your grades through the clearinghouse, the NCAA clearinghouse. A lot of kids today don't even know anything about the clearinghouse. I meet kids every day, sophomore to seniors to high school, and I say, hey, have you applied to the clearinghouse? Oh, what's the clearinghouse and all that? And it is, I mean, just the information. We don't get the information out enough, and we really need to start doing that amongst each other.
I'm shaking my head and I'm laughing because I've done 2 different seminars on the NCAA clearinghouse. And when you say you'd be surprised how many people don't know, you'd be very surprised how many kids have no clue what it is, what it's about. And I'm like, you know, you can't play collegiate ball without going through that process, right? And they have absolutely no clue. I have kids that's up to seniors that have not even got through the process. And I'm like, you already behind. And you're talking about playing whatever sport it is. And I'm like, there's no possible way. And so then I had to fall back on my coaches. Coaches, listen, you got to get these kids through the process. That's part of your job as a coach, to make sure these kids are doing what they need to do. Parents got to make sure they do what they need to do in order to get through that process and do what they need to do so they can go ahead and play collegiate ball if that's what they're desiring to do. So now let's go back to who we actually have. What has the morale been like? What has the turnout been like for this actual clinic and for the game tomorrow? What is the, you know, we got 50 players here, but what has the morale been like?
Morale's been awesome. It's been amazing. I think the kids are enjoying it. You bring in guys like Ricky Weeks, who's a major league player with that kind of experience, who's one of the best college players that ever played the game. What
school did he go to?
He went. Oh, you know he went Southern University. But so you bring guys like that, and Desmond Jennings, another major league player with experience, and they see how much those guys care and want to see him do well. And you know, they work hard in their own right. They work hard. They love the game. So it's been awesome. And then you bring in 50 for the camp today. We had 50 of our youth at the youth camp. We had 50 of our youth in the area and surrounding areas come and be a part of, of our clinic, and be able to mingle with the college guys, which they thought was amazing. They enjoyed it. So it's been awesome. It's been great to see.
So how old are the children? Like, what's the age range of the kids, the youth?
The youngest today was 5. I think the oldest was 14. So 6 to 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
And so they have an all day long. This is an all day long, or how long is it for the clinic?
It was a 2-hour clinic today from 3 to 5.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because it was moved because of the rain. Okay.
Yeah, because of the rain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so how has the city embraced this? Like as far because you're in Hoover, right? That's where they're in Hoover. You're in Hoover. So
Yes.
how has the city embraced this? Like let's say as far as like sponsorship, any type of anything, how has the city embraced this actual clinic?
Well, the city, and I worked that part. I worked most of that part. I got flyers out. I say maybe like a month and a half ago, and really I did this stuff. I came up here and I went to the summit. I don't know if anybody familiar with the summit area, but
Yes. Yeah.
I got out of my truck and I really got out and I walked around and I shook hands because I mean my dad's a politician, so I got a little got a little politician in me a little bit. So I kind of got out my truck and I looked at people in their eyes and I handed them flyers. I told them they should come. Um, we did some radio things. We had it all out on the radio. We put it out on all social media outlets as possible, and we've been getting a lot of love, man. And we really appreciate. I mean, we really appreciate everybody because I mean, without them, you know, without them and whoever God everybody served and everything, without that and everything, it wouldn't be possible at all. And it's really been a good thing.
And I actually one of my friends that does radio
Oh, she broke up.
Did she freeze up?
Yeah,
saying
Oh, okay.
there.
You breaking up just a little bit.
you breaking up.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
Only thing
Oh,
we
you're good.
heard.
You're back. You're good.
And so, yeah, one of my friends is actually out there. I saw him saying that he was actually out there and he had posted, I guess he was going in the presser. I don't know if y'all getting ready, he was getting ready to go on a panel or something, but he did post. And I said, that's so ironic. I said, because I'm getting ready to interview them in like 30 minutes. And they played for like 30 minutes before. So literally, I mean, he's out there. I mean, they cover all these baseball games and stuff. Even when I think when they had one in Montgomery a couple of months ago, maybe a month or so ago, they were out there covering all of that baseball. But I really can't tell you. I think this is like it's one of the things that we absolutely need. It's one of the things that I think is very unique because everybody's not doing it. It's kind of like everybody's doing a podcast, but everybody's not doing baseball. Everybody's not talking about the exposure that we need for people of color in baseball. And it's a hot sport. It really, really is a hot sport. I mean, you just got to sit there for 9 innings. I mean, if it get hot, you might cut it out. But it really is. It's a great sport to watch. And I mean, I think the idea of actually just coming up with this is just awesome. So when did the actual minority baseball prospect start?
By start, you mean tomorrow?
Like no. When did it actually start? Like what year did he actually
start? It started slap dab in the middle of COVID.
Okay.
March of last year.
Okay.
And what happened was, you know, Alex and I, we kicked around the idea like a couple years ago, and we just, I guess, never had really time to do it. So when COVID hit and our high school season got shut down, you know, they gave us more time to kind of think and kind of get our ducks in a row, and kind of flesh out the idea. And Alex had the vision. We just kind of had to put everything together. But yeah, that's when it started last March. Or March of 2020.
Oh, and right in the beginning of COVID.
It was the beginning of COVID, and we kind of built it throughout the year, even in the midst of COVID. So it was God sent. It was God sent.
I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna just ask you a random question. Do y'all have any women working with y'all?
Working with us?
Yeah, any women like in the vicinity of what y'all doing? Any women on staff?
We do. We have one woman on the staff. We couldn't operate without her. Her name is Nikki, and she does a phenomenal job organizing and just helping out however she can. She's the one. She's the glue. She is the glue.
I just had to ask that. I always ask guys when they come up with all these things. I'm like, do you have a woman anywhere on the board? Is there a woman? They'd be like, no. I'm like, okay, we'll see how long that lasts. But we'll see how long it lasts without at least one woman on the board. Got to have at least one.
No. We do have I would say we do have a woman on the board as well. She's an attorney. And she sits on the board as well. So we got a couple women involved.
Okay. Just just want to know. So now take us through tomorrow. What does tomorrow look like? Tomorrow's game day, correct?
Yes.
It is game day.
What does tomorrow look like?
Okay.
But waking up, what does tomorrow look like when you wake up?
So tomorrow, I mean, we'll wake up, we'll get breakfast. The boys can tomorrow actually is a later start for us, because this morning the boys had to get up early, 8 o'clock, come down and get their stuff, eat breakfast, what have you. But tomorrow we really won't have to do any moving around until 11. We want to give the guys some time to kind of, I guess, get a second win from today. Today was a long day. So tomorrow they'll come down, maybe eat breakfast or whatnot. And then we'll go to the park, and we'll get to the park at around 2 o'clock, and then we'll hit BP. And our schedule got adjusted because of the weather, and it's unfortunately supposed to rain tomorrow too, but we're hoping for sunshine. But anyway, so we'll get to the park, we'll hit batting practice, and then we'll do a home run derby after batting practice, and then we'll have the guys do a infield and outfield to get ready for the game, and then at 6:30 we'll play.
Yeah, we have.
Go ahead.
Add to that, we had a Mayor Hoover, Mayor Frank Picato. He's coming to the game. We have Mayor Randall Wolfen of Birmingham. He's coming to the game. Both mayors actually going to throw out pitches before the game. We have a great Birmingham baseball guy, Mr. Ron Papa Jack Jackson. He's going to come out and be involved. He's been involved with us today on the youth side. And also we have a few state senators and representatives coming to the game and going to come out and hang out with us. So it's going to be a family fun event. Live DJ.
We have a DJ. Yep.
Yeah, we got a live DJ on the tears. We got food trucks coming out there. So
y'all just on this interview being real modest. This is like a big deal. It's a big deal. Y'all being real modest on this call because it's a big deal. All these people that y'all got coming, dignitaries coming left and right, people pitching. Yeah, y'all got some heavy hitters. Y'all got some major. So I can tell y'all really did. And hats off to y'all. Y'all did some work. During COVID, y'all did some work to get all this pulled off.
And Jarrell told you got a little politician in him, so he's been kissing babies, shaking hands, putting it together.
He been shaking hands and kissing babies. He been meeting all the people.
We've been putting it together, but also we'll have in between innings, we'll have some fun games for the kids as well to get them on the field. They can run around the base. We got a couple races, dizzy bat. We got a couple things we're gonna do, so it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, y'all just out here being modest. See, y'all, that's
and
definitely.
Hopefully for the second annual HBCU All-Star Game, hopefully we can get you in here live.
Absolutely. Listen, I tell people, if you tell me ahead of time, I'm there. I'm coming. And I honestly thought about it this morning. I was like, I might get shoot down there for Tuesday until I remembered that I committed to do something tomorrow. Because I'm that person. If you tell me something Monday night, it's on my mind, I'm coming the next day. That's just how I operate. That's how we roll with media. But I did. I was like, I'll go down there Tuesday for the game, but I already committed to something. So I was like, I can't even go. But otherwise, y'all will see me with a 2-year-old niece in tow, rolling in a baseball game, ready to roll. But okay, so tell everybody where we can find y'all. So because is it being, now let me ask you, is it being streamed or is it going to be live anywhere?
It is being streamed. It's going to be streamed live on our website, minoritybaseball.com. Again, it's minoritybaseball.com. And as soon as you go to our site, you'll see it right there, lit up at the top of the page, the live stream. So that is available. And also at MVP Takeover. MVP Takeover is our Twitter and IG account.
So it'll be streamed on both of those places.
Well, no, the game
on the website.
On the website. But if you want to get updates or see video from the event, that content will be on the Twitter and also on the Instagram.
Because that was going to be my next question. Where can we find y'all? But you just gave it to us. I'm going to be looking for that. I'm going to be looking for definitely these pitches and these kids and these dizzy bats. This is a big deal. Y'all being real modest. This is a major deal, and y'all just didn't tell nobody. This is a major big deal. Well, is it anything else you want to leave with everybody to know about minority baseball prospects?
Jay, you can start. I'll come behind you.
Okay. I mean, we really thank y'all for y'all support. We really thank everybody out there, really seriously, we really do. And also, I add before Beck finish off. When you go to the site, I mean, join us. It's free to join. You don't have to pay no money to join. You'll get a lot of updates, and also, we scour the earth for high schoolers. So that's something we didn't really get a chance to talk about during our interview, but we also do a lot of high school showcases, and
Oh,
we're
we ain't got no wait. We ain't got to cut it off. Come on, tell us about the high schools. We ain't got to cut it off. Come on, let's talk about it. Since you said it, let's talk about it.
so so in the future we're gonna well, in the past, I say last year, and that was before I actually joined on with Jeremy
Yeah.
and Alex, but they did an All American high
Black.
school
Yes.
baseball game in Mobile,
Mhm.
Alabama.
Okay.
And Andrew Jones' son, he was featured in the game. CC Sabathia's son, he was featured in the game, and we kind of, and from there I mean, we kind of scoured the earth for the best black high school players in the world, and you'd be surprised at the people that we get and the reception that we get from everybody. So high schoolers, definitely tap in. We definitely be out there looking for you all.
For sure. For
And
sure.
also, we're gonna put on the spot a little bit. The woman behind everything that we talked about. This is the woman behind everything.
That's Nikki right there. Yep.
I'm sure Nikki doing the most work. Nikki, we know you doing all the work.
I'm trying.
but as far as the game and kind of what we want to do, definitely come out. It's gonna be a family affair, and we appreciate all the support we've gotten thus far. We want to make it fun for the kids. We want to put our minority kids back on the big stage and give them their well deserved um, uh, attention, and that's what we're about. We're about putting our kids in the right place at the right time, educating them, and so that they're prepared. They're prepared and they can go on and do great things. Even if it's not in the baseball space, no matter what, they'll be better for coming in contact with us and being a part of what we're doing. So that's the goal. That's the goal.
Well, I'm wishing you guys all the luck tomorrow. Sound like, well, I don't know if y'all gonna get no rest tonight because it sounds like y'all still got stuff to do. So I don't even know if y'all gonna get no rest tonight. But I'm wishing y'all all the luck, man. And once again, my hats are out to y'all because y'all really got that together. Honestly, during COVID, that's a lot. That's a lot of work to get that many people and to get that many players 50 players during COVID, and we know all the stuff. Everybody's seasons was canceled and everything was all
Yeah.
over the place last year. So to be able to do that and still bring exposure to those 50 young men, that's a lot. That's again, my hats are out to y'all for y'all doing that. Tell Alexander y'all took all the shine since he over there busy. Y'all took the shine and y'all answered all the questions. But I'll be over there looking. I'll be over there looking for y'all out there. I don't want to see one of y'all like they're trying to pitch it back though. I don't want to see one of y'all like they're trying to relive y'all glory days.
Those days long gone.
What year did you graduate, Jeremy? What year did you
What's that?
graduate from Griffin? What year did you graduate from Griffin?
Griffin High School, 2004.
Okay. So yeah, I don't want to see y'all out there talking about pitching and
No,
Yeah.
see me kissing. That's all you see me doing.
I'm telling you,
I'm definitely tuning in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and share this with the other 85, 90,000 HBCU group members so they'll know where to check it out. They'll know because, I mean, of course, it's a lot of people in that area. Of course, we all talk trash, but when it comes to our HBCUs, we real heavy on it. We heavy on all 101. So, of course, you start talking about that and you loop it in, everybody going to get excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and share that and let them know that y'all ain't going to be out there pitching and batting, but what the actual program is, and I actually share their website. So I appreciate both of y'all for joining me and talking about what's going on. Good luck tomorrow. And Jarrell, I'm gonna be looking for my t-shirt.
Hey, it's coming in the mail. Give us at least a 2-day grace period to get out and then
For
fill it
men,
out.
that's a week. For men,
But
that's a week. Okay.
I definitely have it sent to you. Today is Monday. I have it sent to you by Thursday. I'll be putting it in the mail for you Thursday.
That's quicker than I thought. Well, I sure do appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you having us on. I really do.
Anytime, guys. If there's anything else that y'all need or anything else that's going on, tag me on Twitter and we'll go ahead and make sure we get that retweeted and sent out as well.
Yes, ma'am. And you know
Sounds
you got
good.
and look at your tweets and follow. Make sure you follow everybody.
I gotta do better, y'all. I got to do better. Like
Yeah.
it'll be like 10,000 people. And I'm like, oh my bad. I gotta do better. I got to do better.
But I'm glad we got it together though. So we really appreciative. I really appreciate you. I really
Thank you so much, guys.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Thank you.
Great. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Have a good night.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.